recording.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, Mr. FBI. We could use a tank if you know anybody.
Literally says recording in the name that makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. My name is Jacob. I'm going to be your dungeon master. We're here breaking out with our first campaign using the starter set. Our boys are running the Lost Mines of Phandalin. We have ourselves our intrepid rogue, Delac.
Hello.
We have a very charming sorcerer / cleric, Kyveras.
Like, who's the wizard? What's up?
The wizard. And a very enigmatic, ridiculous, and all-around funny motherfucker, Dan Rock.
What the frick? Can we get a take two on that?
Yeah, are you being smothered underwater?
Your fucking mic.
No. Here. Cut out.
Well, God, Rock.
Damn it. Damn it. I just... My sensitivity's so shiz. Yeah. Let me turn it down. There you go.
Yeah, I think you maxed out the mic.
Two.
You can just say Dan Rock and we can edit it later.
Yeah, we can edit that.
Hello. My name's Dan Rock.
Jesus Christ. Every time he talks, it's different.
What?
He turned into a fucking bullywog.
Oh,
I mean,
what
you
the
love
hell?
the Cody, right?
Roman, but anyway.
He'd be a good spy. Every time he talks, it sounds different. He's always doing different things.
I go, ha! I go,
I'll just edit in the time where you're like, I want my 10 coins by now.
Anytime he's ever introduced himself, just take that clip from the video and paste it over top of whatever the fuck he just did.
What? No.
Hey, what's your name?
Let's be guys.
Dan Rock.
Alright. That's a good question. Last time we left off, what the fuck did we do? You guys
It was
are
a weird
coming
day.
back?
We brought Jabot,
Yes.
You
Bajok.
brought Bajok back. You
And introduced him to town.
introduced him to the
Well,
town.
party.
Yeah. In good consensus, you guys took the history of the town into respect of, hey, we know orcs kind of fucked y'all, this town up years and years and years ago. How y'all like this orc? And everyone's just like, I mean, we're fucking drunk. We don't give a shit.
They'll get to wake up one day.
I'm opening up all my monster manual books just to get a basis on what I need to do. I need...
That's pretty much all we did, didn't we? We just...
we got into the fight with the zombies.
Was that last time?
The zombies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because you were
This is
finishing
true.
up your last 2 or 3. Yeah, 2.
It was
Side
technically
quest.
3, but for that episode it was just the 2.
My dream of developing a rock band failed.
Dear God.
Yep. So, that is... Oh, God, why can that not be reached?
Next morning, right? Please tell us the next morning.
So, y'all came back to town. Kalak went to Sister Rill's house.
Yeah, I turned that in.
Turn that in.
I do remember I asked Bajok to swing by sometime in the morning.
Yeah, because you guys were gonna go together to see the goblin, the sleeping giant.
I also need to go see Miss Alderleaf for the...
Yeah, Miss
stuff.
Alderleaf alluded to all of you that you're
We all need to go to all the leaf.
fucking Jordan goes, yeah, I have a list of things here that I want to do today. And I was like, how many of them involve Mrs. Alderleaf? He goes, like 2 or 3. It's like, okay. That's on par.
Yeah.
I've knocked it down to just like 1 or 2.
Yeah. So, you guys are back in town. You're well rested. Early in the morning, Jordan, obviously, Kyveris, I'm sorry. You wake up early because your trance only takes 4 hours. Since you're the first one awake, we'll start with you, like always.
All right.
What are you doing?
I've been
Miss
writing this for weeks. Let me open it up.
Okay.
So,
I was excited.
Start the
I
epic music.
snap open. I rush downstairs into the kitchen.
Like a kid on Christmas.
Yes.
Forgetting to get dressed for some reason.
He run.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Not important. Oh,
But in small clothing, Kyveris rushes down into the kitchen, peers
I would
over towards the cupboard, and he sees gift-wrapped spices.
say...
Make it cat.
No, I would imagine I don't meditate naked, but I don't keep on all my garbs.
I don't know why, but I
said
imagined
small
you
clothes.
meditating naked.
You gotta think, I also share the room with the goblins.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
probably
but-
used to it by now.
I was gonna say, you never know. Maybe they meditate naked too. Who knows? Like the first time, like you guys were all together in one room, like they saw that instead of sleeping, you were meditating. So they were like, "Oh, so this is what we're doing, okay?" And they try to just keep up, and instead of meditating, they're just like
Passed out.
passed out sitting.
That's adorable. Well, anyway, so
Yep.
I snap open. I get somewhat dressed. You know, I'm not wearing everything, but you know, good enough. I rush down into the kitchen, and I am cooking the largest meal we have ever
Hey.
cooked. I mean, I am poaching the eggs. I'm smoking the meats. I'm
Waking the whole hotel up.
yeah.
We just hear the clanging. Oh,
Cooking,
oh,
I
I
would
need
say
to-
like almost aristocratic style meal, you know. If I could do that, I don't know.
There's probably enough shit in there.
Okay. And I mean like 3
Oh,
owl
like
bears and a
me.
minotaur could eat this and be full.
oh wow.
Dude.
That's a hell of a way to describe them.
That
So
was
how
the
much food-
line.
How much food is there? About enough to feed 3 owls and a minotaur.
Owl bears.
Owl bears and a minotaur. Yeah,
Yeah.
3 owls and a minotaur. Yeah.
You started small and suddenly got much bigger there.
Yeah.
Also, may I ask one question real quick? Jacob, I meant to
Yep.
make a forgery of that barding book. Should I roll for that?
The
Overnight.
barding
The barding book we took from the necromancer.
I thought you already did that.
Oh,
Dan,
did
Dan,
you
Dan,
not?
Ron, Dan Ronk wanted a copy of it. Dan Ronk wanted a copy of it, so I said I would make that, and I forgot to do anything about it yet.
Oh, well. Let me see what's going on here. Hold on. Barding
Sorry.
book.
It seems like you're talking like Dead Fox in the room.
Oh, you mean the
Sorry.
magazine, the bullshit magazine I made he was reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one about barding.
Yeah, you can roll it. Yeah, go. Fuck it, give me a D20. Roll it with your performance.
It's a
modifier.
performance modifier. Okay, one moment.
So because you have the forgery kit, you.
It's a
roll with
plus
the
0 anyway, so it's 16.
All right. Does the forgery kit give you modifier?
It gives me advantage, but no,
Yes, you roll
no
again.
bonus. I rolled twice. I got an 11 and a 16.
All right, so 16. Yeah, you. Oh yeah, you get it. Some of the lining is a little off. Maybe a little bit of the coloration. But generally the information is copied point blank.
Yeah, sorry, Jordan. I needed to have that done for when I saw Dan Rock.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was under the impression you already did that, honestly.
I
So
meant to, and I
I just-
forgot.
I just imagine like the corner part of the roofing on top of the hill. The inn is just like one of those where the 2 points meet. It's not like a triangle peak. It's more like a little flattened bit.
Probably.
So I just imagine Kalak up there laying on his stomach, kicking his feet, just like fucking
Just whistling to himself.
whistling to himself. He's sitting there drawing and writing on one piece of paper, and above that piece of paper is the original copy. Just like diddling a tune old Squall taught him before.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get a damn good copy of the book.
Thank you, sir.
All right, back to our resident chef.
Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm going to make like a whatever Omega was at earlier. What are they called? Like not a buffet, a banquet, I guess.
Yeah,
would be the
yeah.
best. So I'm making all this food, and I'm gonna say maybe about a half an hour before.
Do we need to
anybody
call
else
the
wakes up.
entire town in?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, once I get all the cooking going and all that, I'm going to.
I think he fails to realize how much dwarves can eat because 3 owl bears and a minotaur is not
Not enough.
Yeah,
an
that's...
entire constituency of a dwarf.
4
Yeah.
owl bears and a minotaur.
Jesus Christ.
Dead.
How about a small legion of lion people? How about that?
That'll probably work too. Yeah.
You
So
get
a small,
the idea.
a small squadron of Leonin can feast upon this bevy of meal.
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck's coming out of my mouth at this point. Just go ahead.
And
You
going
tried.
I'm going to. So I'll say, how many hours until everybody else wakes up? 2, right?
Yeah, roughly around 2, depending if they take an hour to like settle themselves last night, to an hour to
They're
wake
kind of hangover. So.
kind of.
Cool. I'll say.
Some of the townsfolk are kind of hungover. The dwarves obviously are not.
Okay, so I'll
hey,
say-
Kivaras, I have an idea to get the town in here.
I did too. What was your
Okay.
idea?
You talk to Kalak and he'll do an extremely loud rooster caw.
That would be hilarious. But,
No, I don't really want to
So-
act that out.
so I would say like maybe after an hour when all the cooking's going and I'm kind of waiting for all the stuff to stop baking and all that, I'm going to use my free time to write a bunch of invitations.
Oh,
Or, like flyers, I guess.
it's montage time.
Yeah. And I will wake up my goblins a little bit early, and I will give them a speech and explain to them what's going on.
We are here today to do one thing and one thing only. Sorry.
And then I'll send them out to deliver the flyers. So we'll say, the cooking's going on, and I wrote all the notes, and I run upstairs and I'm waking them up like, wakey, wakey.
Wakey,
If you
eggs
want,
and
you can
bacon.
retcon it and just say you
Can I
said
say-
this yesterday during
That's
the
what I
huge
wanted
party.
to do. That's what I wanted to do, but I told Jacob that my new plan did not involve time travel.
Oh.
I mean, Jacob would be willing to retcon.
I mean, I would let you make a toast at the evening gathering. Be like, hey, just to let everybody know.
Okay,
There's gonna
maybe.
be food in the morning.
Anyway, posters. Yeah, no, this is a good idea. Anyway, go
This
on.
is probably more effective anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
true.
So I'm gonna wake up the goblins, be like, "Hey fellas, I'm terribly sorry for waking you up and everything, but we got a big job to do this morning. Everybody here, everybody in the town, they've been so nice to us. They've gone above and beyond. So what
You're getting the
we're gonna
head.
do-
You're getting the head nods. Like, yeah. I mean, we're goblins. They've been pretty good.
And so for the past, how long have we been here? A couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
been about 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I'll say for the past 2 weeks, be nice if we did something for them, other than all their chores. So
We've done all the cleaning for them. Now we must cook them dinner.
yes,
Sorry.
so I've whipped up some fantastic meals, and I need some very strong and brave young goblins to help me send out some invitations just to let them know what's going on here. And I know I can trust you two especially. And I know you're a little sleepy, but don't worry, I'll make sure you two get enough rest after the job's done. If you guys are in, meet me downstairs when you're in. And then I pat their heads and I go downstairs.
Okay.
Coffee for both of you. Sorry.
Yeah, so very sleepy eyed. They just take like a whole armful of rolled up. What was it? It was pamphlets or
Yeah, just
posters?
pieces of paper, pretty much. They'll slide
Piece
them
of
to the
paper?
nail slots or nail them on the doors or something.
Oh, okay.
At least it's a small town.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pieces of paper.
So they'll probably go.
They just
So
put
they're
like
going around
14
like
on every
town
house.
to town. It is a very small town, and with the now relieved what was it called? It was the
Mining exchange?
mining exchange. Thank you. With the now relieved mining exchange being host to the dwarven miners, there's enough. It acts like a bunkhouse. I believe we went through this before when Kyveris and the goblins went over there to talk to what's her name.
Yeah. Before we
She
spooked her out of town.
before someone spooked her out of town.
Yeah, we don't know who. It's just somebody.
Yeah, it's just somebody. Yeah, like I mean,
Fine feathered friend.
yeah, bitch got issues. What can I say? She just up and woo. No, yeah, that's.
I thought
you know,
people
the
liked
nature-
being tied up.
That is a completely different sensibility, but okay.
Do you want me to- should I roll for any of this that I've said so far?
Oh.
I mean, if you want to roll, I would imagine you're getting pretty proficient. You probably took. You don't have cooking utensils, do you? Or did you buy any?
One of the
still in the
goblins does,
kitchen.
remember?
Okay, yeah.
I
Once
took
there's
them,
a zero
I
as
use
well,
his.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would, I believe, cooking utensils would give you.
It's just a advantage on cooking stuff, I think, is what we've been doing.
Was it advantage or was it the? It would give you. Oh no, yeah, you would have advantage, so you would roll twice. That's right. I'm fucking. It's been a week.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a performance for the cooking.
I swear to God. I want it to be good, please. Lord.
Well, you roll 2 d20s, and then you can take the higher number and add your performance modifier to it.
Both ones.
My
A one.
wait, performance or proficiency? What? Are they the same
Performance.
thing? Oh, right.
Wait,
Performance
wouldn't this
modifier.
be survival?
Well, survival's
Kind
more
of.
along like if you're out in the wood, he has a fully staffed kitchen.
Oh, okay,
with
fair enough. Sorry.
equipment Designed for this. Like if you were like cooking out on a campfire, I would say survival.
Okay,
So I
sorry,
rolled a
wrong
16 and I
context.
rolled a 19, so that was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, yeah. This, goddamn.
Mission
You woke up Stonehill, halfway through the making process, and he come down, and he was a little peeved that, I mean, granted, he doesn't mind you making the
Like,
breakfast,
you're
because
using
fuck,
all-
he can get some.
Don't you worry,
The
Stone.
amount
I
that you're
remember
cooking
you.
now, kind of at first, kind of like set him off, like, oh, wow, I mean, I didn't mind you using some of my stuff, but like this is a lot of shit. And then he's looking at the presentation and the perfection of which you've roasted the meat, and this man is sitting there like he's opened the Ark of the Covenant, and it's just it's like it's so beautiful. I can't stop.
A single tear rolls down his
I
face.
remembered you, don't worry. I've got you in mind, my good
Yeah.
friend.
So Stonehill has just become Happy Hill.
You just see him fall to his knees in ecstasy.
Face
Yeah.
Just
And
looking
he's
at
he's just holding a simple biscuit, but the fluffiness, the texture, the buttery smell, he's just like,
Oh my lord.
it's not
It's
even
so-
counting the fucking or pancakes you got cooking off
It's
the
so
side.
perfect. It's so simple, but it's so perfect.
Some of the fattest fucking
beautiful.
pancakes everyone's ever fucking seen.
Dear God.
Okay, so Yeah, Ruts and Droop, they're gonna do their rounds and all that. And
Yeah, Roach and Droop are spending about
So-
good 30, 45 minutes out there just...
yeah, so I'm gonna assume that they're going like top to bottom and then left to right, so they'd probably hit up Eatermath or Orchard, motherfucking Orchard
Either
first.
Matt the motherfucker, yes.
Okay, then.
And then down towards the mine exchange, and then more to the east, and then they'll probably end up.
That is a good point. Eatermat, I'm assuming that Orchard is also his house because he does not have a listed house.
More than likely, it does have some kind of residence.
So I'll assume.
you would
I mean, the
have-
elderly
would have-
farm does.
Yeah, well, Elderly Farm is just that. I'm assuming the red house out front is where I've been sending you guys. So I'm
Yeah,
imagining with Eldermath Orchard, that big red house is his home.
More than likely.
Stereotypical out west, farmhouse.
Well, there's a
Yeah.
bunch of houses between there and the smithy.
Yeah,
There's like unlabeled
So-
houses. They could be any of those.
yeah. So those are roughly temporary homes at this point. I'm gonna say because we haven't introduced there's not a lot of NPCs in this. Oh,
I mean, it was kind of stated this was a half-abandoned town, right?
yeah. Oh, I didn't realize Stonehill has a wife and kid.
He does.
Oh.
Shit.
Does?
Yeah. Toblin Stonehill. I'm looking at the book now.
I mean,
Trillian, the innkeeper's wife, and Pip, Toblin's young son.
Okay, I know exactly what to do. The boy has been sick for the past couple weeks, and he's just now feeling better. And the mom's
There
staying
you
home
go.
with him the entire time.
Yeah, Mom's
There we
saying,
go.
okay, yeah, that works. I mean, it could just be they were scared of the motley crew.
Fucking Weaver? There's a Weaver in town. I've been using Mrs. Alderleaf this whole time.
I mean, technically that wasn't weaving.
Yes.
That was more like hardcore tailoring than weaving.
Yeah,
to be
So
fair.
I completely overlooked the whole rumor section of the Stonehill Inn. Is when you first go there, you're supposed to meet these non-important NPC characters and hear gossip. And so I just did, well, fuck it, we're just going to have a town meeting. All the important people in town are going to be in there trying to take care of the Red Brand Bandit thing. So I completely skipped this.
I mean, it kind of worked either way.
There is a Weaver, though.
Is there actually a smithy then?
Nothing here.
Wow.
Yeah.
The local wood carver was murdered by the ruffian.
Oh.
Wait, then how did I get
Ours down. Duh.
Yeah,
The
probably.
wife, the daughter, and the son were the ones you saved in the thing. Okay.
Oh. They were.
Shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Denver-
They were the
Denver
Stonehills, weren't
family.
they?
Yeah, they were the wood carver's family.
Oh.
The wood. Okay, so I all right. Next campaign, I'm not skipping over any of the text. So, Trillian, the innkeeper's wife, tells you that Thel Dendra, a local wood carver, stood up to the Red Brands a 10-day ago. I don't know what a 10-day ago is.
10
but-
days ago.
It's a week. It's a week. The weeks are 10
Okay.
days.
Oh, right, yeah, a week ago.
Oh, what?
When they came by his shop and leered at his wife, the ruffians murdered him. Several town folks saw it happen. The Red Brands grabbed his body, and now his wife, daughter, and son have gone missing too.
So we
I
would
know
have
they're
known they were probably in the keep.
So you would have had that decent idea that, okay, maybe they were kidnapped. Okay.
Yeah.
God damn.
No, I mean, we still found them. Like,
Yeah. The Weaver, Freda, a Weaver, the Red Brands hassle every business in town except for the Miners Exchange. They don't want trouble with Hollia Thornton, who runs it.
Wonder why.
Hollywood Thornton?
Elsa, a gossipy barmaid, would have told you that Edermath, the orchard keeper, is a former adventurer, but he introduced himself as one when you guys had the meeting.
yeah.
Narth, an old farmer, Sister Darrell, who oversees the Shrine of Luck, recently left town a few days ago, then returned wounded and exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, we did kind of get that information when Dan Rock had his interaction.
What?
She was
it
exhausted,
it wasn't great to call it a conversation.
Yeah, Dan Rock doesn't conversate.
Anrock does not. That's correct.
Lennar, a miner. Lennar's a human name, not a dwarf name, so it's going to have to be dwarf number 1. His name is Lennar now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
So,
yeah, cool.
so your goblins are going. You said north, south, or east, west.
Yeah, so pretty much the first place they'd probably go is the
Alright, so-
orchard, and they'd end up at the farm, or
Are they traveling together? So
they'll
they're
do
probably
like
going-
quadrants together, I guess.
Yeah. So they're probably going northwest. So they're hitting up the smithy, Sister Grill's house, the little houses in between, which not really going to have any money in them. Elder Math Orchard, swinging back around. They're hitting Barthen's. He's probably just waking up, getting ready to go to his shop at this time. Because I think we established earlier, you and I, we were talking about when the shop's open.
Yeah.
And I explained to Jordan that before you guys came in, the shops just opened whenever someone said, "Hey, I want to buy something," and they'd be like, "All right, meet me at my place." Because there wasn't a lot of shit going on in town. Barthen and Lenine would probably just stay around their shops just to guard it from the Red Brand. But now that you guys are in town and you guys work funky fucking hours, they're just sitting there like, oh, well, I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're going to come for a visit, so I'm just going to just 8 o'clock. We're open. So they're hitting Barthen's home. They're hitting the little houses just to the south of him, around the corner of Stonehill. They've hit, obviously, that one is Susan's house, so they hit Susan's house. Elsa's already on her, getting dressed, getting ready to go to the Stonehill Inn for her job. They're making their way around to the Sleeping Giant, letting them know. Gablinski was up at the crack of dawn, and he's just staring at the flyer like, this motherfucker. We're gonna see how he cooks.
Ooh.
And,
Ooh.
they're making their way back around. They're going to hit Lenine's home. They actually catch her leaving her house to go to work. So, Droop just walks up, kind of, just holds up a flyer, all dramatically. They make it down to the Miners Exchange, and the miners were already out and about. They're in the sheds out back where Holly's home is, already gathering up their shit to go for a day's work, hitting it early. They hand them flyers. You hit I guess the woodworker's fucking dead.
Is his family still there? I mean, we did free them.
Yeah, the family's there, so the woodworker's family's. Wait, or did we? See, I didn't think to take notes on this. Did I send them to Neverwinter to get out of town, or did I?
You can retcon it.
I think the only thing we overtly did was get them out of the complex. I don't remember there being a specific context to what happened after.
I don't remember if I said that. Yeah, we're gonna leave town. Or
So
whatever,
it could very well be that they packed up and left. I don't remember that being said.
Okay. Well,
If
they stopped.
if the Red Brands were gone at that time, they'd probably stick around.
Yeah, I mean, considering the red brands are giggity gone.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
also the husband was kind of murdered in front of everybody in town, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Justice for the
bad
woodworker.
memories. So
Yeah.
I'll say they stuck around. So they hit the woodworker's house.
Everybody would know her struggles, and they could support her. It would make
Yeah.
sense.
We'll say the sister, Elder Math.
A small town is like a family. You always lean on each other.
Yeah. You hear that coming from the Miners Exchange? Deep, rough rumbling through the chest. Everyone just gets that nod. They make their way down to the town master's hall, where through the windows they see Sildar's already looking at some paperwork. They hand him a piece of paper. They go down to Alderley Farm, and
This is keep going, but stop before they leave.
All right, so they head down to Alderley Farm, and the door is cracked open.
What?
Oh, you dare.
I'm joking. I'm
Oh,
joking.
you freaking
I was
dare.
ready to go. I was about to say,
Yeah, I
I'll
was-
control my 2 boys. I'll get them out of there
Danrock
alive.
wakes up and instantly teleports to that.
Like
whole
sheer
town.
will
TP Dan Rock.
slash TP Danrock to slash Alderleaf.
yeah.
The whole town is grabbing, just has a sense and grabs pitchforks and torches, and they're marching on the farm.
Bum 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 bum.
There's a
bum,
trail of
bum,
blood that
bum.
leads through the hall. No.
No.
They walk up.
If
and,
you kill Miss Alderleaf,
Yeah.
No.
dear God, she was innocent in this, damn it.
She was an innocent. It's like that movie Collateral Damage. Collateral Damage! I'll show you collateral damage! No?
No.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Sorry, I don't think I saw that one specifically.
Oh, that was a good movie.
I mean, that I've been meaning to look into more Schwarzenegger films. I just haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I would say I definitely would, because the whole premise is like his wife and kid died in a terrorist attack.
Man,
And
he
the
does a
only
lot
thing
of
he-
family movies, jeez.
Yeah. Huh?
He did a lot where he had a family in some capacity.
Yeah, what was it? Like,
Being the
Trip to
little boy.
Mars or Mission to Mars, I think was the one.
He
where
was not in that
his
movie.
mind- Which is the one where it was something Mars?
I don't
was-
remember a Schwarzenegger movie where he goes to Mars. Oh, I'm gonna be honest.
Don't know.
I'm trying to remember, because
I mean, I can look it up.
Because there was one where he was like brainwashed, like they.
Oh, Total Recall!
Total Recall. Thank you. Fuck. I kept
There
thinking
we
that was
go.
I kept
Oh
thinking
my
that was
God,
a
I'm
fucking-
so dumb.
I kept thinking that was a fucking cruise movie.
Ah,
So yeah, they reach Alderley Farm, and Carp is like sitting out on the porch, kind of rubbing his eyes. It's early; he didn't want to wake up.
I was thinking they'll knock on the door, and because they woke up early and they've been running around since they woke up pretty much.
Yeah.
They knock on the door, they slide a note under the door, and then they just collapse over and pass out.
Yeah. So
They're
they see
tuckered
Carp.
out.
They see Carp sitting on the thing. He's kind of just like holding one of his toys, and he's rubbing his eyes. He's not paying any attention. Like he don't see them. Like they see him, he don't see them. They walk up. They're knocking on the door. They're, Droop being the less physically fit of the pairs. Whew.
Oh.
Rutz is like wiping sweat off his brow, and he's taking his cloak and wiping sweat off of Droop's brow. He's like, God damn, it's hot out here.
Well, I got my leg day in. Ugh.
Yeah. Fuck have Harrison his leg days. They slide they don't hear anyone coming to the door yet, so they slide the note under the door. They go sit by Carp and just fucking sit down, and it's done. All three of them are just like, yeah. So, mission accomplished. Miss Alderley, about a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes later, comes by, sees the note, knows that Carp's out on the front porch, and she goes out, peeks her head out, and sees just between the two goblins, all three of them, they're around the same size. They're all just like leaned up on the wall, on the little, what's those benches called you put out on the front porch? Fuck it, like a wooden bench, like a
Yeah.
fancy wooden bench that sits out on the front porch.
Yeah.
And they're all just like leaning back, head back, eyes closed, just.
for some reason, Droop just has his head back all the way with an open mouth snore.
Yeah, it's like he's got his head back, leaned back so far that it's actually pushing his body forward a little bit. And his bench is close to the wall. So this poor goblin just like head back, lean back, instead of like leaning straight back against the wall. This man is drooling so much. There's a bird lands on his lip, thinking it's a bird bath.
Oh God!
It's a little tiny, not a pharaoh. It's a Pokemon. Sparrow. So Mrs. Alderley, goes, grabs a blanket, puts it over the three, and then, she prepares for her day. She gets dressed. She goes, Carp's kind of dressed. I mean, he's a kid, and what kid's not gonna run around barefoot in overalls?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's gives them a few more minutes before she goes to wake them up to go to the inn themselves. Everybody who is awake at this time, who's received a flyer, is thinking about it. The Woolworker families thinking about it. You guys did save them. It would be nice to see you guys again and thank you again. So yeah, everyone's slowly making their way to the Stonehill Inn. You're coming to the end of your whole cooking thing. Stonehill has been giving you, your cooking thing. Stonehill's been giving you a hand with the last bit of it because he's been eyeing them waffles or the pancakes for the last 30 minutes.
They're so
Biscuit
fluffy.
still in hand.
Is is the rest of the party awake at this point?
Imagine relax on the roof. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably smell it at some point.
at this point,
Well, yeah, but is he awake?
you guys go ahead and do what you guys are gonna do. We'll take a moment, get a drink.
Well,
So
I guess
Kalak's awake,
Kiveres
right?
is at it again.
I suppose I climb down and come
Wait,
in the
no.
front door. What?
No. Is he
Okay.
awake?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Kyveris runs outside and uses mage hands to lift him up a plate.
Oh. Wow. Okay. He accepts it
morning.
with a raised, quote-unquote, eyebrow.
Thank you. I didn't exactly expect the express. Hey, could I actually trade you? I got that thing for Danrock I need to give him.
Oh, well, I know you like to hang out up there, so
Thank you.
I suppose I'd give you the book for Danrock.
So taking the plate off of the mage hand, you deposit the book.
Yeah.
The book. The mage hand just gives
okay.
you, grabs it, gives you a little thumbs up, and slowly descends back. From your vantage point up there, you do see Susan with his escorting his mom to the inn. You're starting to see the groups of people coming in.
Kalak's just waggling his feet over the edge of the roof and just watching people pile in.
Yeah, munching on your pancakes are a little more crispier than everybody else's. They're not like hard, chunky, but they got that nice crispy.
They got some
covering.
nice bite to them.
Yeah, they got that nice crust on the top. There's butter and syrup off to the side. It's optional because Kyveris doesn't push anything on nobody.
a little cup of syrup.
Yeah.
Dang, it's really like you went to fucking Cracker Barrel or something.
Which is funny, Kyle, my new person at work works at fucking IHOP
Yeah?
in the evenings. So it's
Damn.
kind of funny.
My condolences.
Yeah.
Yep,
Retail sucks.
it does. Alright. Damrock,
Yes.
you need to do something.
Are you just gonna stay in bed all day, lady?
No. I don't know if Caveris will allow it, but I'm gonna. You see me instantly get on my armor and start rushing out the door
What?
of the hotel.
Danrock, where you going?
Don't allow it. What do you mean?
I still declare his shoot, and it's like, I'll be back.
Wait, no, I have something for you, actually.
Hey, Danrock, what are you doing?
Are you stopping me?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you before you run out. I have something
I
for
just
you.
see Chimera's instantly block the door.
I use thaumaturgy to slam the door down.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my lord.
Hey,
What,
Nandra,
what's going on? I see the food. I need to hurry. I need to catch Mrs. Alderleaf before she leaves
Oh,
this
no.
morning.
Why did... No.
well, go ahead, do that. But first of all, Kalak asked me to give you this book, and I mage hand him over the book because I'm too busy finishing up everything.
Like, yeah, I guess. Like, thank you. I will thank Kalak as once I see him next. But I do need to go. I need to see Mrs. Alderleaf as soon as possible.
Thaumaturgy the door open. Get out of here.
Okay, spread out.
Dear God.
Hey, Danrock, what are you doing? Breakfast is the other way.
Need to see Mrs. Ollie.
Just
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. So, are you going to see Mrs. Olderleaf? Really?
Yes, I'm sprinting over to Mrs. Alderley.
He is unaware that there are invitations.
He is unaware that she
This
and
is
the
true.
Goblin and Garp are on their way to.
Will I run into them, or?
Yeah, you're going to run into them. They turned the corner from the Townmaster's Hall. As you approach the corner from the Townmaster's Hall, and they're staring up at you. You and your 6'8" fucking metal ass.
Hi, shiny
It's
guy.
so funny if we like missed each other and I run over to her house and it's empty and I would freak out.
Goblins are like, I know what.
Alderleaf is dead! Alderleaf is dead!
Yeah, the goblins help Alderleaf and the Alderleaf family cut through the houses.
Yeah.
And Garrett, Dan Rock is just booking it down the trail. He makes the left turn. He's going. He gets to Alderleaf house and the door's cracked open.
Ah,
And there's a trail of blood. No, you guys meet at the corner of the Townmaster's Hall.
Alderley, I need to talk to you as soon as possible, now, like ASAP now.
Oh, okay. Boys, why don't you go ahead to the Stone Hill Inn? I'm going to deal with Mr. Donrick here, and I'll meet you in a moment, okay?
Kalak takes an amused bite of his
goblins
pancakes.
salute and take a protective stance on Carp.
Yeah, somehow they manifest black coats and fucking sunglasses, like one's in front, one's behind.
Dun-dun-dun,
Droop does like a full 360 every couple of seconds to get a survey of the land. Somehow he's got a fucking AR-15 in his goddamn arms.
Dear God.
Shit, with his Eldritch Blast, now that it fires 2 shots, yeah, it might as well be.
Yeah. 300 feet, too.
I just unlocked burst mode, boys.
Sniper has a visual? Yes, I do. How far is he? 299 feet. That's
Just
good
enough.
enough.
Streak of purple magic through the sky. Anyway,
Small nuclear explosion on impact.
Just a perfect mushroom cloud.
That's going to be a level 20 thing. I think I might homebrew for him because that just sounds too funny now. Jerk, what are you doing?
I'm setting up the artillery.
What was it in Call of Duty?
Mortars?
Someone's called. Yeah, no.
Oh.
Tactical nuke incoming.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute, can it be that he just, the sunglasses materialize and that's the targeting reticle?
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to go kaboom.
Dan Rock, you're looking down at Mrs. Alderleaf. She's looking up at you. What can I do you for, Mr. Dan Rock?
Miss Beef, I need a special order done.
Oh dear God.
I have a purple velvet pelt going to be shipped to you pretty soon from an owl barrel. I'm hoping to make a
Dear Lord.
fancy robe, if you get my gist. Wink, wink.
You want a robe? Oh, you want a robe from an owl built pelt?
Yes, Mom. It has to be fancy.
Just
Gold
one.
inlay. Just the one.
Gold inlay.
Inlay. I wink at her again.
Okay, you're gonna need to help me with this inlay idea. You want the inlay on the inside of the robe
On the outside, madame.
on the outside.
To present my greatness to the mortals.
Ivarus' voice echoes in Dan Rock's mind. I get the extra bits.
Oh
You
yeah.
said I could have the leftovers.
Yeah.
You do realize that an owlbear is a fairly large creature.
The
I
robe must be
I-
long.
No idea what accent this is, but okay, we're going with it.
Sounds kind of Irish.
I can do more than a single robe. would your friends like anything? Would you like anything extra? So I know Mr. Kalak wanted some booties and some gloves.
My
Wait, what if
captain
you
will
get a
use
pair of
any-
blood-out pants for Drew?
Owlbear pants for Drew.
Yeah.
Hey, we probably could. I mean,
If
you're talking about a fully grown owlbear pelt. They stand 9 feet tall on all four legs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot how big they were. I thought they were
Yeah,
standard
these
bear
are-
size. Oh my god.
No, these are large creatures.
That's like a full freaking wardrobe for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're talking about basically for Danrock's size is maybe a little more than a full fucking leg.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
for a
god.
robe.
Dude,
Oh, that reminds me, Mr. Danrock. Your Belver. Your beaver pelt. Priest clothing is ready. I've got it. I was able to finish it.
She very
yesterday
carefully puts air quotes on priest.
morning. No, she's respectful enough to understand that maybe he's a bit touched in the head and he's got his own religion in his head.
Fair enough.
She's dealt with him long enough.
This is true. This is true.
yes, Mrs. Aldworth, thank you. I will come by when I deliver the pelts later today. The sparing, any leftovers from the pelts, our companions will discuss that with you later as well. Just be aware that this robe needs to be long.
Long as in you want to trail behind you? Or
Aye, madame.
just touch? Okay, how
Oh
far-
no, I know what he's doing.
Long enough.
How long do
It
you
must
want
be
to
at
trail?
least it has to be at least my length, dragging behind me.
Christ.
Okay.
About a good 6-7 foot is what I'm
Yes.
getting.
Yes.
Okay.
Must
So
be
you just
rod
want
behind
you
me.
just want the bit to stretch behind you. You don't want the bit to stretch like in front of your feet, do you? Because that might cause a bit of an issue with the walking.
Yes, behind me as you.
Okay, so something like an extended tailcoat.
I
Okay.
like a robe. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
That will be some doing. I'm not going to lie. Beaver pelts, not that hard to deal with. I am of the small sort, so my hands, it does take a moment. Owlbear pelt's going to be a bit tougher because the skin is a bit thicker. So it might take a little bit longer than the beaver pelt did.
Also, Miss Alderleaf, do you do hats at all?
Oh yes, I do everything. Now that we used to have a weaver, you see.
Oh my god.
And she was good friend. We were like sisters for many years. Sadly, our personal lives separated us, and she got married and moved on, and I stayed in town. So yeah, I can make you a hat. I can make you a necklace if I got help with the stonework. I can make you some pants if you want some pants.
You're telling me that I went to Arzion and got myself in debt when I could have just went to Elderly.
To be fair, it probably would have still been Arzion working on it.
Yeah, bro. What is this hat called?
It was quite a articulate necklace, so.
Is a Panama hat? Do you do Panama hats at all?
You want a Panama hat?
A Panama hat.
Panama? What?
You've never seen a Panama hat?
I might not know the name. 1 minute.
Oh my god.
It's the fancy, like safari type hat, almost like
Oh!
a
I'm
safari
getting it
hat.
now.
Imagine a mobster.
Yeah, no, I looked it up. Okay.
Yeah.
If you can't
It's like
do
a-
a Panama
it's like a-
hat, I'll
it's
take
like
a
a-
Stockman home.
A
Yeah,
what?
A Stockman hat as well.
Stock man hat?
Yeah, a Stockman hat. It's like a Panama, but more Western-ish look.
Oh,
That looks like Silnan's head.
Clack is totally not going to order a top hat and a tricorn.
Sure.
I mean, a top hat would have worked, but
She can do you a tricorn.
there's
You wanna-
something I'm trying to
You want an
stop.
owl bear top hat? That sounds
Yeah.
like something. That sounds like something Caveras would do, not you.
Well, I mean, the tricorn is more a reference to his backstory, but the top hat is more like,
Yeah, what if I need something formal, you know?
Why don't you just get the Al Capone, like the coat, the heavy coat that goes over the shoulders, the one you don't actually wear, you know, the one that like goes over you hang from your shoulders with the fucking gangster hat.
yeah.
Yeah, from like the rap battle. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I do.
You guys are making
Yeah.
this very peach.
What?
Look, there's going to be a lot of there's a lot of material to be used here. Y'all were able to basically strip every piece of pelt from that owl bear, save its head. Which, huh?
Darn.
Yeah. Well, the head's already in play somewhere else. So you have a lot of material. You've got it at least a good, what, 70, 80 square feet of material?
I mean,
Like-
I mean,
This fucking bear is massive.
Garrett, if need be, Kalak would be willing to pay you for the material. Like,
Yeah, no, you can use the scraps. Yeah, this isn't
Yeah,
gonna
we've
use
already
it all. I
established
just
it.
need a hat and the
We
robe.
already established that he's more than willing to let you guys partake.
Yeah.
In scrap.
just trying to cover bases.
Yeah, this is just
so
something I need.
she's looking up at you. She's got a little tiny like notebook, like one of them little black and white notebooks with that tape on the binder, and she's got a little pencil. I'm sorry, from some fucking where. You don't know where
Clicky,
she's got
clicky,
this from.
clicky,
She's just scribbling ideas down. Tailcoat, a nice.
Hey, wait a minute.
More hats.
Hey, wait a minute.
Be,
Yeah.
Are they
Well, yes,
are they within sight of Kalak?
No.
if you can see down the block, yes.
I mean, I'm on the roof.
If
you
you're
have
still
to
on the
probably
roof.
run to the other side of the roof.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. No, he probably wouldn't move.
Well, wait.
Well, which part of the roof are you on?
At the entrance door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you couldn't see them.
Yeah.
Maybe, depending on, like, I think we established that house across the way is kind of short compared to the Town Master's Hall. So I would say,
If they're at the exact corner, like the far southwest corner.
all right. So you were able to see Dan Rock go that way, and then not even not even a minute later, the goblins and the sun come around. So you could probably justificate that. Okay, maybe they're there. Maybe they're going back to the.
Well, now I was going to try to psychic whispers Miss Alderleaf and ask if Dan Rock was bothering her.
Oh, no, yeah, they're out of your line of sight.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were trying to just figure out, are they there? Can I go meet
Oh,
them?
no, I mean, Clark knows where he was going. It's just,
I assume you were trying to lip read them.
no, it was more one of those things where you're just getting information.
Oh my god, what was that movie with Chris Farley and he was trying to lip read and it was so terrible.
I don't know who that is.
Chris Farley?
Yeah, no clue.
Like,
Clue.
one of the greatest, funniest fat motherfuckers of the 90s?
No clue.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, this whole spiel again.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Calm
Happy
down.
place, Jacob.
You're still friends, even though they ruined your childhood. You're still friends.
You're still friends.
Oh,
Okay,
oh.
so yeah, so she's sitting there, she's scribbling down these ideas that you're telling her, gold inlay. So did you want the gold inlay to highlight the seams of the robe, or how did you want? Were you serious about the gold inlay, son?
I would like, if you can't do golden inlay, it has to have some kind of embroidery down the center where the two sides of the robe meet.
Oh, that's where you want. Okay, see, in my mind, I thought you were talking about like a golden weave through the seams to highlight it. If you want a nice gold inlay along the middle, to highlight the ending bits, the fold over,
Hold on.
Yeah, where the
Did you want a folding robe or did you want a one piece?
It's like you know those
You wanted it
bathrobe.
slip on.
Yeah,
The
you know those bathrobes.
bathrobe that you put on like a coat. You put
Yeah.
one over the other and then you tie it closed.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
yeah, but then with
Yes.
something trailing.
So-
Yeah.
Yes. So in the middle of the two sides, where they come to meet, there's usually a little 2-inch thick bit that you grab onto to fold
Yes,
them
yes.
over.
Yeah.
You want the embroidery or
Yes.
the inlay there.
Yes.
Okay.
That on that, yes.
Okay.
And only there.
Only there. Okay.
Only there.
I can I can work something out. I know a guy.
Well, thank you.
I know a guy.
Now-
Suddenly, two green
now-
lights appear in a shadow behind her.
yeah.
All of a sudden, from around the town master's hall, you just see this skeleton like lean back, raise an eyebrow. It's like, bitch, you guessed it. You was right. I disappear.
Oh damn.
There is no creaked open door and blood trail as long as he's around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's getting past him.
Yeah. So, she's taking down these notes. Is there any particular pattern you want the inlay or the embroidery? Do you want flowers? Do you want vines?
Must be
Runic
the text
symbols.
of my people.
I know you're in the rocks. Would you like a nice little shower, like a line of rocks? Kind of like
Can I make this?
cobblestone.
Oh man, we should have
Would you like
discussed this
cobblestone
previously.
over We should have.
Not.
All right. So sidebar. Anybody who, hey, I have an idea for next session, or what I want to do next session. Feel free to send me a message. Whether or not I message you back, it all depends on whether I fucking pass out at my chair or not. But I'm going to do my best to try to get back with you. So at any point in time, morning, noon, or night, obviously I'm out of the house between 5 and 5. You know. Usually-
That way no one else can see.
Garrett,
Yes.
premises.
Does 23 hit your AC?
You hear the flapping of large wings. No. How? And I can't preface this enough.
Dude,
The
this dude.
fuck am I supposed to imagine this message that you sent me?
Wait.
Just two rocks, just one next to each other. Pebbles. Yeah.
Okay, so
Um.
there should be two rocks going at it is not telling me that you want two rocks to fuck on your own.
I can make your bed rock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like for the repeating pattern, just that down the.
So kind of like what looks like a cobblestone path. You want a cobblestone path to run down the.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Okay,
sounds
that was
cool.
what I was trying
You
to.
couldn't
that
have
was what I was
just
trying
said this.
Okay, so you want a nice repeating path down.
Yeah.
Wait. Why do those two look oddly happy?
Yeah. So look, there's two big rocks and a little tiny one. It looks like a little baby rock. Oh dear God, there is a baby rock. Oh Lord.
Oh my lord. Wait a minute.
Right the fuck out. Everybody in the fucking Discord just looking now like what? I don't know who AJ is. AJ, I've never seen him before. Welcome back, AJ. Garrett, Dan Rock's trying to be a monster fucker.
Oh my god.
Did leave this.
We're gonna have to start a brand new Discord with just the four of us at this point.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Because we're being judged so hard.
I mean, I can
'Cause I-
probably kick him if you want.
Wait, who?
No, he's
being
not. He's
judged?
not in the speed.
Wait, who?
I just saw him online.
AJ, he is an old co-worker. I don't work with him anymore, so he doesn't need to be here.
Oh, one second, I can take care of it.
No, he's online. He's not in the chat.
Yeah, I
just
know.
saw him
Yeah,
online. I was
he
like,
just doesn't need to be here. You can remove AJ and then Nick. My Nick. Yeah.
No, not Nickford. Jeez.
Yeah.
There you go.
My Nick. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, I don't work with them. They
Yeah,
don't
sorry, I
play
actually
with me.
meant to ask you about that.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
sorry.
funny. You kicked them both, and a moment later, like that same moment, Smitty started playing Warhammer. I was like, was he waiting for the call?
No.
We actually need to
Smitty
get in
was believing.
contact. We need to get in
Yeah.
contact with Chris again.
Yeah.
We really do.
Alright.
By the way, yeah, can you
Oh,
make
yeah,
it so
she's-
that it looks like two rocks just happily with
Oh my
faces
God, I forgot.
looking at each other, like next to each other? You know what I'm talking about. Like, what you?
I've got a nice idea. So I've got the general premise. Anything
That's all the
special with
leaf.
the
You
hot-
have too much freaking love in your heart for this man. You have too
you
much
repeat that,
patience.
Doug? The height?
Huh?
The height of the robe? Or?
No. Did you want anything special with the hat?
Oh, it must have a feather sticking out of it.
Oh, you want a feather? Oh, okay. Out of the band that goes around the.
Suddenly,
Hey,
Kalak
wow,
feels a chill go down the back of his neck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't we find like the feather of a really, like a phoenix feather, something cool.
Any specific kind of feather? Did you
Yeah,
have? Something?
it just needs to be long, a very long feather.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
something like a
yeah.
peacock. Something similar to a peacock feather. You want one of those where they kind of wait. They fall. They as they go up, they kind of lean off to one side and they just like fall down the one side.
Yes, spot on.
Looks like it's
That's-
windswept. Windswept. I'm thinking
Yeah.
saying this right with
Windswept.
this accent. Windswept. Yes, windswept.
Aye, madam, that will look grand.
Swooped? I don't think wind swooped is a word.
But it's kind of hard to maintain the accent when we swept.
Well,
What are you talking
it's
about, windswept?
madam.
It's not that hard to do.
I heard that our great
Almost.
fan Caveris is making a great meal. We should hurry over before the food gets cold.
Oh yes, that's actually where I was heading with the young ones before you phoned me. Sure,
thank you.
please. Afterwards, you can all stop by the farm, pick up the last little bits of what you need, and I'm sure with the leftover material, you guys will have other ideas. I'll get a hold of my people.
Just
and,
suddenly it's a
we'll work on it.
1,000-yard stare. So many new
Yeah, well-
ideas.
Kalak, you'll come. Yeah, we'll go there once I deliver the payment. So, Miss Alderleaf, please. When we get there, we'll discuss payment. So.
Oh yeah, no problem. I would have to ask if I do wind up with any leftover material. Would you mind if I were able to pay you for it?
You can have the extra material if you want. It's no use of mine after I get
yes.
the robe.
Well, first of all, we'll hash out the ideas with Mr. Kalak and Mr. Caveris and your goblin friends and Susan
Aye.
as well, if he
We'll
wants.
discuss it once we all get there. I just need to talk to you about that private matter.
The private matter.
The robe.
Oh yes, we'll deal with that later. Please come.
You psychopath.
Please, let's eat.
Yes.
And you accompany her back to the Stonehill Inn. You, Kalak, are you still on the roof?
Yeah.
You kind of see her. You.
I
can
was
see
getting
her now.
worried about you back there with him.
Oh, Mr. Danrock's okay. He's a weird folk, but he's okay.
You are
Did you
way
see
too
that?
nice.
In front of him.
What? That he's a weird folk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, Damrock, we still love you.
No, he's a nice gentleman. He's
Just think
No,
of yourself as
everybody-
unique. Yeah,
yeah.
unique.
Please. Everybody has their strange ways about them. The way they speak, the way they act, the way they think. It's all in your upbringing, and the experiences you have in your home, in your lives. No, I've dealt with a lot stranger than Mr. Danrock here. She pats his hip because that's about as high as she can raise her arm at this point.
It's nature versus
Oh,
nurture.
Yeah.
I like to watch Nickelodeon. It's okay, bye.
All the tactical. It's so tactical. It's all over the walls.